In May of 2018, I graduated high school with 120 other people. And at the time, I was like, yeah, this is great. This is the best day of my life. I'm a man now. I'm officially grown. I can go do all the stuff I want to do, except for, like, drink and, I still can't drive because I have epilepsy. But there's so many other things that I can do. And then at the end of 2019, it was like, oh, I can't smoke anymore because, thank you, Arkansas government. And then it was like, no, wait, I still can because, grandfather clauses. But I, at that summer, at the end of that summer, when the fall rolled in August, I got all my stuff together and I went to college, and I realized that I wish I would have done literally anything else, like put anything on the table, becoming a juggalo, going off to the military, becoming a construction worker, literally anything. Wish I would have done anything else. But that's a different story for a different day. What I learned, that aside from wanting to do anything else, what else I learned was that Common Core did not just affect the public high school. No, what I learned was that Common Core affected every institution, like every public education institution. Common Core was there. So I was talking with a friend the other day, and I was like, hey, let's take a look at this problem, at this area problem. How would I find the area of this thing? I'm a little rusty on it. I haven't done it in 2 years. I think I know how to do it, but I want to be sure. And he's like, yeah, yeah, sure. So you take this number and you chop it up, and you take this number and you chop it up, and you put them together. And I was like, hold up, hold up. Chopping numbers up? Like, I don't remember ever having to go into a butcher shop to do any kind of mathematics. Like, I don't remember that part at all. And so then, like, not so long after that, I was back home, and I was driving around with my mom, and I think we had just gotten a haircut, and we're coming home, and it's one of our mutual friends that my mom and I have. My mom and I are, even though my mom's like 40 years older than I am, we're really close. We have a lot of really close friends. And she calls me and she's like, "Hey, my kid has homework and I don't know what to do." And I'm like, "You know what? Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure that I can help you with that." So we go over and I'm like, "This is how you do it." But I saw how his teacher had told him how to do all of that other homework, and I was like, "Hold up. What? This is exactly what that other guy was trying to show me. What is this? What am I seeing here? This is the second time I've seen this, and this makes no sense. More hack and slash mathematics." And I'm thinking, well, maybe this is just something that, maybe this is just a fluke. Maybe this isn't real. And I just came off Twitter just now, and this wasn't the original inspiration for the video, but this was definitely some motivation. And I saw a teacher who was teaching the same hack and slash stick 'em in a box method of finding the area of something. And she's like, yeah, you take 35 and you take 12 and you cut it into 30 and 5 and 10 and 12, and then you add this to that and that to that and multiply that. And I'm like, dude, that's that is the exact same thing that we were like, that's what we were doing, but with a lot of extra steps, like so many extra steps, the way I would have done it. I mean, so okay, let me give you a little bit of backstory on the history of education. So when people first came over to the what is now the United States from England, the idea was we're going to put all of the school age children into one room, and we're going to give them a little wooden paddle with the Bible written on it, and you're going to read the Bible from that little wooden paddle, and that's it. You're going to learn how to do some very basic math, and that's it. That is going to be your education. And it stayed like that for a really long time. And then it slowly evolved, if you will, into we're going to put you into different rooms, and instead of learning how to read just the Bible, you're going to learn how to read, and you're still going to learn rudimentary mathematics, rudimentary science. That's it. Nothing has really changed. We have developed cars that can go 240 miles an hour on a straight stretch. We have developed airplanes that can break Mach 6. We have developed, explosives that can do what explosives can do. I'm trying to use the right words here so that way I don't get cheesed by the YouTubes. But we have developed all that cool stuff, but we can't improve our education system. Our education system has stayed static. Now, if a horse is winning, don't change the feed. But our horse is not only winning, our horse is losing, our horse is malnourished. Our horse our horse doesn't even look like our horse. Our horse looks more like a goat. Our horse probably is a goat. It moves about as fast as a cow, and we've gone to like 4 or 5 horses, and our horse is probably dead. Our horse looks pretty bad. But hey, that's okay. That's completely okay because we're America. We're the best. Yeah. And in a lot of ways we are pretty great. Just not when it comes to the education system. Now, for the size of our country, for the sheer size of our country, yeah, we're doing pretty okay. And that's a completely different topic. I've already tried recording this video like 7 times. I don't want to get into that topic. But when it comes to the way that we're teaching, especially math, we are not designing our education system for the engineer, for the doctor, for the aeronaut, for the nautical engineer. We're not designing our country for people who are going to get us out of debt. We are not designing our country for the politician. You know what we're designing our country for? For a burger flipper. Yeah, I said it. We are designing our country for someone who wants to go and live in an apartment, like in a really low end apartment, for the rest of their lives flipping burgers. And don't I'm not knocking on the burger flipper. I really enjoy burgers. There is nothing wrong with flipping burgers. Nothing wrong with that at all. There is nothing wrong with working in a low-end job. I have done it. I say I've done it. I've volunteered in a place that was next to a low-end job, but it's technically the same building. Off subject, but everyone has to start somewhere. That's true, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we should not be designing our country so that way that is as far as you can get. We should not be designing our country so that way when you get out of high school, the only things that you can do are either flip burgers or go to college, so that way when you get out, everyone else has a college degree and the college degree is useless. That is how we have designed this country. The US, when I say this country, that's what I'm talking about. But we can't design our country to be like that, and that's exactly what we've done. And we cannot allow our country to continue on that path. Let me know what you think about this. I know that I've thrown a lot of information. I say information. I've thrown a lot of opinion at you in a very short span of time. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you've encountered that. If you have kids, if you have a friend who has kids, if you are a kid, if you are a kid, you probably shouldn't be watching my videos. These are not designed for kids. But if you are a kid of a reasonable age, let me know what you think about Common Core. Let me know about what you think about the way that we teach math, about what we teach in science, about how we teach English. Let me know about that. Let me know about what you think we ought to be teaching. As always, if you like this kind of content, check the links out in the description. I always try to say, yeah, there's some cool prizes down there, and there are always some cool prizes down in the description. There's ways to support this channel if you like this content. There are ways that you can contact me on Twitter and on Reddit. And as always, goodbye and good luck.